In fact, any sneak peek of things that you got to get off your chest at Investfest?
Or anything you excited about?
Oh my God. Expect the unexpected. The world's about to end, so I'm doing it all. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, they outside. It's better this way too. If everybody else is outside bold, what are we afraid of? They doing a big one right now. I'm just saying, like, do we think we get another? I feel like we only got one solid year to get this shit together.
You're giving them one.
I'm giving us as a culture one. I think maybe one. Other people have more. Okay. We can't have the same time as everybody else if they got more wealth than us, more position, influence, power, and health. That means we have less. So every time I hear those studies, they talking about what the time they had. They're not talking about our time. You know what I mean? Like last year at Investfest, I talked about solar cycles, right? And solar cycles are 11-year cycles that the sun goes through. It goes through minimum cycles, then maximum cycles of electromagnetic energy. And essentially, we are in the maximum cycle of a solar cycle. Now, each one of these cycles is like one of the greatest trackers of like financial collapse, right? Booms and things of that nature. You can track it over the last 100 years, and it's eerily similar. You understand me? Accurate, right? And so July is the spark of the maximum cycle, maximum peak of that solar cycle. This affects heart palpitations. This affects, like Elon Musk has been trying to superfit and retrofit his satellites for years, so that when this electromagnetic activity hits Earth, it doesn't affect them. Every time somebody say you're going to see aurora borealis is visible, that's saying that the sun has just beamed us with more electromagnetic energy. So it's one of those things you can actually use if you study in the cycles, in the financial cycles or social cycles, because during these times is great unrest, but it's also times of technological advancement, right? And so it's a time of great conflict. Right. So, and you see a heat wave is about to come in July. Right. And so I track these things because our ancient people always studied the cosmos to understand harmony. We try to live life of balance. Balance is walking a tightrope of tension. That's what capitalism keeps us in balance. But harmony is understand cycles and patterns. So there's no friction. You know when to do and when not to do. People don't understand their financial cycle, so they overspend in times they should be saving. Right. And so when you live in harmony in life, right, then that's when you have your overall health right. You know when to wake up. Like the 9 to 5 was created so that you can get the maximum amount out of men, because men have solar cycles and women have lunar cycles. So our energy peaks between a 24-hour day cycle. So a 9 to 5 is so that we can maximize labor out of men. And then they put women on plan B so that they can decrease their hormonal cycles and then we can get the most out of them. So now we're going to have to go into this era of humanism to where people get back into being in harmony with self, and we're able to get along with each other, right? But everybody's cycles is out of tune. You might not understand why you're not getting enough sleep, and that's because the lunar phase has an effect on the water, and that connects to your cerebral brain fluid, which affects your sleeping patterns. You might not think it's that deep, but every goddamn person that studies finances and they got all these big AI computers and NVIDIA and governments. I didn't get this study from myself. I got it from their data. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so they made us think that consciousness was stupid. That was the greatest psyop they ever played in the world, to make us think that thinking was dumb. Think about that. You trying to be cool, you trying to kick knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the psyop that they put in the movies. They made us literally think that thinking wasn't cool. And instead, what they showed us drinking 40s. They showed us drinking. They replaced our intellectual rituals, you know what I'm saying, with dumbed down nigga shit.
Trying to kick knowledge.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to kick that shit you need to learn, though.
That's a fact.
That ether. That shit that make your soul burn slow. Shout out to Nas.
Shout out to Jim Jones and Nas, man. Jim Jones playing narrative warfare with the world.
Narrative warfare.
Straight up.
Narrative warfare. Narrative warfare going wrong.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all think y'all at the point where you can tell what's AI and what's not?
You got something?
No, that was just a question I had asked. So I put this up and I asked the people, can they tell which one is real? One is AI, one is
voice
not.
or picture?
This right here is a picture.
I think, but I think this is the AI picture.
I would say this is the AI picture. Let's see. Yeah, Ian, can you see that, Ian? Oh, he probably can't.
No, I can't see it.
You can't see that. I'm gonna text it to you.
Yeah.
Which one is it?
I'm gonna go B. B is AI.
Oh, you can look at my high level club on my Instagram. You'll see it's the last post. So let's see, what percentage of people? 135 people said left, 121 people said right, 48 people said I don't know. So those are scary stats regardless.
Yeah, we don't know.
Right? 48 people just don't know.
Yeah.
Right? And both of you all are taking a guess.
Yeah.
And trying to figure out which one it is. So we're at that space, regardless of how it goes, that is indistinguishable from being real.
Yeah.
Because you can't be 100% confident anymore. That means we don't know what reality is. And that's why I think like streamers are winning right now, because that's reality social. Right? When we have reality TV, and we're going to go into hyper social to where people want to feel and know things are real. Right? But right now, we're at that point to where the boomers don't know, the millennials don't know, the Gen Z don't know, Gen X don't know, betas don't know. You know what I mean? So we have to be careful with things right now, because cognitive security is the most important and most dangerous threat to our culture right now, the manipulation of our beliefs and identities.
That's a fact. And it's easy as ever just to put something on Instagram and just people just run with it. It's no truth to it at all. It's not even real. It's not, but it's like
reality social.
So we got Ian said right. Both of you all two said left.
Yeah.
So the answer is left.
Left is AI.
Left is AI.
That's what it
just looked too perfect.
Yeah.
That's why I said it. It looked.
The pictures are tougher. The voice is a little bit easier to.
The voice is easy to detect. Yeah.
For now.
For now, right.
Until
it's
getting better though.
Right. Exactly, because it
better.
learns its flaws.
Right.
Nikki posted something where she did a full video. I think it was.
I watched that. Shout out to Nikki Saunders.
Shout out to Nikki. It's getting close.
It was really good. There was one voice piece that I was like, all right,
and one lip sync part, but
but it was pretty good though.
The brain is the battlefield of warfare, right? This is what NATO said on cognitive security. They're not telling people this. Yeah, I mean, but this is the one thing that they're afraid of the most in this AI world, right? These new hacks that come. This is why a person can be researching, I don't know, detergent, and then they end up finding a social influencer that leads them down a rabbit hole into one political cycle. Yeah, you know what I mean? And they didn't realize that. They thought this was something natural that they came upon. And so most people think that, you know, they can tell when they're being manipulated and a psyop is being ran on them. And that's actually the people who are most susceptible to psyops, because they're not hyper vigilant, right? So if you're always like a conspiracy theorist and thinking something has happened to you, you're the hardest person to trick, right? Because your mind is always thinking and putting this mental defense system up. And so like part of what we're doing on our tour is focusing on, you know, cognitive conditioning and creating this immersive experience, because we have to go through this cognitive renaissance where people have clarity again, and you know what's real, you know what's not, right? You know how to get into a deep focus, right? So I can tell you that when we go on Investfest, we definitely gonna have that as an aspect of it, because we're living in an illusionary world. You know, my album coming out, my book coming out. We got the Supermind, so you can go to supermind.com. But you know, I appreciate y'all brothers having me on here.
19 keys, man. 19 keys.
What's the website again?
Supermind.com, man. Tabitha Brown said she loved it.
Supermind.com. Your tickets to Investfest 19 Keys will be in the building.
Supermind will be in the building. Make sure
Supermind
y'all come.
booth.
We got something special for that presentation, man. If y'all thought my energy on the last few years was something, we ain't holding nothing back, because there ain't no reason to.
It's time, babe.
Ain't no reason to, man. You know, every time my brother Ian say, man, Key, stop holding back. I promise you ain't gonna be none holding me back, man. It's now or never. That's how I feel on it. You know what I mean? If it don't happen now, it's gonna happen never.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I even want that to be the energy every speaker come with. You know what I mean? Every so-called investor, every so-called billionaire and millionaire, either you're on our side or you're against us. That's what I'm on right now. You feel me? I'm talking to my brother the other day. No, straight up. And when I say our, I'm talking about the people, because there should be no reason why you're not on our side. That's not a radical thing to say.
Facts.
If you on our side. And on side is just saying that, do you want a better quality of life? Do you want to see our people liberated with joy and freedom and power? Like, that should be a yes, unanimously. The only reason you wouldn't is because you are in bed with interests who don't want that same thing, because they're more interest on a low functioning culture so that they can sell them things that they don't need.
That's a fact.
There it is.
And shout out to Toronto. You mentioned Toronto. That's the last time we all four of us did a show, but I was in Montreal yesterday, and they was like, yo, y'all gotta come to Montreal. Even on the French speaking side, we tap in Market Monday. So
it's time.
Yo,
man,
we love up there, bro.
Might have to,
crazy.
Brother. I think Larizi was up there. Shout out to Larizi, man. He was doing this thing.
Yeah,
A lot of love
Montreal,
up there.
Montreal, man. They was tapped in heavy.
Yeah.
So shout out to
My
Montreal.
George and my Phil. Tap in with me. We might have to bring the Renaissance tour up there.
You know?
Let me know. We ended it in London, so y'all welcome to come.
Oh,
We'll let you know.
when's the date?
November 1st. We're
Okay.
gonna do a coffee
Yes,
house in Paris.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my brother G5, he got his shop out there in Paris, so we're gonna do an activation out that way as well.
Are you in London and Paris?
Yeah.
I think we on that side of the world.
That's
Like
right.
that.
Fire,
real
fire.
special.
You know, I
Real special.
always love London. I always love
Yeah.
London.
Always a good time. Some legendary
Make
night.
sure you go to Investfest. Investfest. I don't know how to stress Investfest. Because no, seriously, it's like because it's nothing else happening like that. And I think that like even people that think that they're against it or in opposition, like they should show up too. Like this is the space where your people is at, the people that you claim to care about and be concerned about.
Yeah.
We don't have many spaces. We don't have many Davos
Very few.
spaces we can go to where collective energy of investment, right, is thinking on our economic future and the prosperity of our future. Come there, sharing that experience. You know what I mean? This is the new Renaissance. We helped spark the financial revolution and the financial Renaissance, right? And now it's about the evolution of it. And if you have something to add to that, then bring your ass.
Bring your ass on.
Save yourself.
You heard save yourself. You heard them, ladies and gentlemen. 19 Keys. Go to 19keys.com. Go to Supermind, /tour.
Yeah, and go check out that high level comment.
I'm working on getting my salesmanship together. You know, the 19 Keys /
No, you're doing great.
/tour.
You know what I'm saying?
And go check out the high level conversation with Tabitha Brown.
Yeah,
The latest.
That's a fact.
Talking about
Yeah.
she got one of them voices. I said it on there where like you're more prone to be a great influencer if you have a warm personality than just the aesthetics, right? And she has like the warmest personality
For sure.
of all influencers in the world, right?
Yeah.
And I'll give you all a tip when it comes to communication because I've been putting together my masterclass. If you smile while you talking, you automatically come off more warm.
Yeah.
There's an automatic glow in your tone.
She's a
Whether
master.
people are
of that,
listening to
making
you on
feel
audio,
loved. Yeah.
or you talking, and it automatically gives you a rhythm as well, right? So practice that, and people will be more in alignment with you and attracted to you. So practice smiling when you're speaking.
Practice that now.
Yeah.
Tabitha will also be at Investfest, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah. Ticket. Shout out to the good folks at Block. 100 tickets. They're sponsoring 50% off into code Block, and they're sponsoring 10 vendor booths into code Block, 50% off.
Amazing.
So shout out to Block, shout out to Jack Dorsey and the whole crew, man. Check
Keys,
us out.
I'm seeing my presentation when I'm done. This year we going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about to
Check
be
out
locked in.
Blackout and check out Ralph McDaniels on Thursday. Everybody have a healthy, productive week. Stay safe. If you are partaking, do you partake in 4th of July?
Oh, yeah, for my own reasons. You know, speaking of 4th of July, that's when the AI government comes into place. The White House already pushed out a directive for the AI government. Nobody's talking about it, but you should.
Yeah,
go
it's
look
very
that up.
quiet.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man.
AI
I'm gonna ask
it's
what his
been
reasons
zero.
are when we start recording that.
Stock Club call Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central. If you want to get rich
I'm
from the
a
market, go to
Muslim, so we got different
invest.com.
reasons.
Oh, what'd you say, Ian?
No, just Stock Club call 7 on Wednesday. If you want to get rich from the market, invest.com. The after conversation about to be incredible.
All right, y'all.
All right, man. Love is love. Y'all be good.
Love.
Peace.